Greetings and welcome to Studio G. My name is Maurice and I'll be your host. And in today's show, we're going to be answering a question from a viewer and taking another deep dive into some updates in Social Security news, a little bit of stimulus news, and a little bit of all-around news. So sit back, relax. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe and the like button. Let's go. So our first question comes from Nancy J of Little Rock, Arkansas. And her question is, what should I do if my benefit check is late? Okay, first off, your benefit check should not be late if you're getting direct deposit. But if you're getting a paper check in the mail, there could be a number of reasons of why it could be late. It could be due to personal information being incorrect. It could be a postal delay. It could be a number of things. But if you feel your check was lost or stolen, you should contact the SSI immediately. And their number is going to be 1-800-772-1213. Okay, so normally your check won't be late. Now it could be late based on if it's a holiday or if your payment date falls on the weekend. That's a special case. So I hope I answered your question, Nancy. Check your email for a gift from me. Okay, so now we're inside of my computer and I'm on a website called CNBC. I got an email from them this morning. And the gist of it is that President Biden gave a huge speech yesterday in the White House Rose Garden. And the gist of the speech was he was touting Medicare changes. And some of the changes of Medicare are going to be drug prices can now be negotiated. The Medicare Part B premiums are going down. And you're going to see a higher check next year. So in the gist of thing, his main goal is he's going to protect these programs and he'll make them stronger. And he'll lower the costs so you'll be able to keep them. Okay, because right now, if they don't take any action on Social Security, it might not last. When I get ready to retire, it might not be Social Security if they don't take immediate action now. So I just want to share this particular story with you and give you an update that the president is behind the scenes working on Social Security. And hopefully when the cost of living adjustment comes out October 13th, it'll be a big enough increase so that you can start affording things and you don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. Next up, okay, so I got this story from NJ.com. Okay, and it was put out yesterday. It's a Social Security increase. A House bill would change COLA, potentially giving seniors more money. So there's a bill on the Senate floor called the Social Security 2100, a sacred trust. And it will discontinue the way they calculate the COLA. So right now they're figuring, and I said this a couple days ago, that they probably need to come up with a new system to calculate the COLA, because the consumer price index is different for the elderly and people who are on a tight budget. It's not the same as a person who's working every day versus a person who is on a fixed income. And so right now they're looking into that, and they have an act out right now. It's called the Social Security 2100, a sacred trust. And it's a House of Representatives put this on the Senate floor. So again, they're looking into this. Let's see. Okay, so it will also set a new 25% minimum benefit above the poverty line, which will be tied to income levels. The bill will also eliminate the 5-month waiting period to get payments and give credits to caregivers who leave the workforce to care for dependents. Okay, so this is a very good bill, and it will also increase the payroll taxes on people who earn more than $400,000 a year. So whoever came up with that $400,000 a year taxable deal, that's a good thing, because a lot of these people skating out of paying their fair share. Okay, so that's a good thing. I just want to bring this to you guys so you can stay informed on what's going on. Okay, so now in this segment, I want to tell you about 7 retirement lessons to help you retire right. No matter if you're already retired, you can still use some of these lessons. Okay, and number 1, and I can't read everything in this article to you. I found this article on marketwatch.com. And so I'm just going to go over the points, and you can go and read the story for yourself if you like. Number 1, travel early. So when you first retire, you might want to travel. So it's best to get that out of the way when you first retire. Number 2, and this one is important. I think a lot of people forget about this or don't think this applies to them. Plan for long-term care, but don't necessarily buy traditional long-term care insurance. So as we get older, and if we don't have close relatives, we may not be able to take care of ourselves. So you may want to plan for that when you first retire or right before you retire. Okay, the big win isn't claiming Social Security late. So a lot of people say, hey, wait till you're 70, and which I agree with that. But everything is a case-by-case basis. So you can't do what other people do, and you can't live your life based on other people's decision. You can only take the advice and see how it applies to your life. Some people may need to retire at 67 versus retiring at 70. Number 4, downsize before it becomes too daunting. So if you live in a big house right now and you're retired or you're there by yourself, you might want to downsize, maybe get an apartment. It'll help you on your bills. Downsizing will also help you on your electric bills. Number 5, simplify. Okay, so what this means is, okay, so if you have a retirement account or you have money in the stock market, you might want to shrink your portfolio and just have a simple stock portfolio. This might not apply to everyone, but for those it does apply to, you may want to simplify that. Number 6, time is more valuable than money, and that means good health is priceless. So you already know I preach health is wealth. One of the first videos on this channel was healthy living. So you want to make sure you're taking care of yourself, you're getting your exercise, and you're just all around taking care of yourself. And number 7, we need to retire for a reason. Okay, we don't simply retire to escape work. Rather, we should retire because there's something better to do. And I'm a big proponent of this one, because a lot of times when you retire, you're just sitting around waiting for whatever. And if you still can work and get out and socialize, that might be something you need to do. So I just want to bring this to you, and I thought this would be helpful for those about to retire or for those who just retired. Okay, guys, and here's a little bit of stimulus news. I know you like to get stimulus news. So if you live in the state of Connecticut and you work full-time or part-time, the state wants to give you, I guess they call it a premium pay program. Okay, so you can get $1,000 if you work full-time, and you can get $500 if you work part-time. And to qualify for these benefits, residents must have been employed as an essential worker from March 10th, 2020 to May 7th, 2022. And it's a program called the Essential Worker. As an individual employee in Connecticut who is not given the option to work remotely during the pandemic. Okay, so this is a very good program. Also, it has income requirements. Eligible workers must make less than $100,000 a year, will receive $1,000, and essential workers must make below $149,000 a year to even qualify. Okay, and then if you work for the federal government, the state, or the municipality government, you are not eligible. So you can find the application online and it must be done by October 1st. Okay, and then it's some. Okay, I guess that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like and the share button. If you have any questions, you can contact me at my email address right here on the screen. And I thank you again for watching this video, and have a great day.